Well, hello from Spalding, where I'm at Bridge Farm Nursery, and to describe it as a glass house doesn't really do it justice. It is absolutely vast. This is just one small part of it, and as you can see, we've quite a few poinsettias here. This is Andrew Fuller, he's Technical Director of Bridge Farm Nurseries. Andrew, just tell us what's going on here in terms of the scale of the operation and what happens to these plants.
Yeah, you'd be most welcome. You're correct, we're standing in one block, which is 2 acres in size, which will have, if it was completely full, about 80,000 poinsettias that sit in it, and we have 15 of these blocks. And really what we have is from June, when we start this crop, we grow it all the way through to Christmas, and in total we'll grow 1.4 million. And
you're supplying supermarkets?
Yeah, we supply all supermarkets, like the Tesco's, Sainsbury's, Asda, and M&S is a new customer for us this year as well.
What's so special about this glass house? Because it is one of the biggest in Europe, isn't it?
Yeah, it's designed, dare I say, with some flexibility in mind, but they are high glass houses, so we've got a much better environment to grow in. And we have very simple things, like heating is always sustainable, so it's renewable biomass. All the rainwater that we use is used to water the plants, so we don't use any mains water. And the way we use on these benches, which are mobile, it means we collect everything. So it's a very sustainable manner of how we grow the product. So whenever we water from below, there's no runoff, we collect it and reuse it. So it's a real sort of circular way we grow. The way the benches work for us gives just that great flexibility in moving crop around. And we can pack out 100,000 plants will go out here next week as we ramp up towards Christmas.
So poinsettias now, but presumably this is a seasonal operation, so at other times of the year there'll be other plants that you would specialise in.
Generally we are seen as like a penny plant grower, so we max out during April, May, June, where everyone hopefully gets out in their garden and we're selling those bedding plants and patio and perennial type plants. But yes, when all this disappears at Christmas, we have a massive amount of space. We see much more demand now the last few years for indoor plants. So we do a lot more work now for the peaks, for Mother's Day and Valentine's. So as soon as this crop goes, we have kalanchoe, calla lily, oriental lily, hydrangeas will start to backfill here very, very quickly.
And I suppose the really key thing here is that this is a British facility producing plants in Britain, and that gives us an idea of the scale of the industry, really.
But very much so, very much so. And the investment that David and families put in is testament to that, to have that sort of future-proofing of our industry. And we're very lucky to work here in our facility. And yeah, we're very proud to be British, what we do. And the more we can do, the better it is.
Just thinking about it from the consumer's perspective, this ends up in the supermarket. Have you got any tips for how we look after these?
Yeah, there are always the tips on the poinsettia. We do a lot of work ourselves to test it. Don't get me wrong, although you see lots of red, there's 70, 80, loads of different varieties of red, and we choose every year what we believe is the best variety, not just for us to grow, but what works longest for the customer as well. So we look at the maturity, we get the maturity right. But the trick is, it doesn't like sort of high, it doesn't like a lot of stress, so just give it a nice lighty position if you can in your home. Don't get it too wet, let it sort of dry out, and just stand it in a pot of water, so you water it from below, take it out to drain, and you should be fine. It should last well. We have people that proudly will present their plants in the summer and say they've got it until next year, but hopefully they want to buy another one next year as well.